Good morning, and welcome to the meeting place. It's your girl Michelle here, and your stress management and emotional wellness coach. So let's call it what it is. Let's stop all the cute names. I'm here to help you with your stress and your emotional wellness. I am on a mission to help high achieving, big hearted professionals just like you finally take control of the stress monster in your life as you care for your parents or your loved ones and your family and your work so that you can show up vibrant, confident, fulfilled, and at your best self at work and at life. So, isn't that what we all want? I want to be my best. I want to be fulfilled as I walk through my day. And I want that for you too. Because here's the truth: how do we deal with stress, overwhelm, and changes? Well, how we deal with them actually impacts everything in our life, from relationships to health to happiness to uncontrolled stress. Uncontrolled stress actually takes a heavy toll and messes up our emotional well being. And it's time to get control of that stress monster. It's time to grab it by the horns and sling it down and show it who's boss. But what if you could rewrite your stress story? What if you could change it up right now, transform that monster in your life, that stress monster, into your superpower? And you can, with the right mind shifts and tools in your wellness kit, you absolutely can take back control and master your stress responses. And that's what it's all about. It's not that we won't have stress in our life, but it's how do we respond to that stress in our lives? How do we deal with that stress in our lives? So, today, let's have some real talk about why getting empowered to manage your stress is a healthy way and it's an absolute game changer to having a fulfilling life. I am talking all over myself this morning, but I'm so excited. It's like the closet has been thrown open. That monster can no longer take over your life. It's time to yank it out of the closet and control it. And the ability to make your wildest professional dreams come true. So this isn't just about at home. This is about your life at work, your career, your business, how you walk through life day and day. And you don't just deserve it, you are worthy of it. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. So, here's the question: are you ready to join me in taking control of that stress monster in your life and within you? Come on, let's do it. So, I feel like I should have this music saying, come on, let's do it, some superhuman music or whatever. But let me paint a picture for you. Let's start at the very beginning. Let me paint a picture of what happens when we let that stress take over. Anxiety starts to creep in, and our thinking gets cloudy. And suddenly, even those small changes, those small challenges feel like an insurmountable crisis. That's what happens when stress takes over, when we allow these things to take over our lives. But our health actually starts suffering. It isn't just emotional or a mind thing, it actually affects our health, our physical health. We start getting headaches, we start having digestive issues. You know, that food that you ate that you think, oh, maybe it's just because it was greasy, or maybe it's just because it was too much sugar in it or whatever. It could be that there's also too much stress in your life. And the other thing is insomnia kicks in. Are you having a hard time sleeping at night, or staying asleep at night, or even going to sleep, or Waking up. Are you having issues with actually sleep issues? And then are you snapping at your loved ones for no reason at all when normally you wouldn't have reacted that way? And when you didn't mean to, just because you're tired or you're stressed or you're at your breaking point and you know that, hey, I can't take one more thing. I can't deal with this any longer. We stop taking care of our own needs when you're so busy taking care of the needs of others. You have deadlines that you have to meet at work. And let me ask you, when is the last time that you did something just for you? I mean, took more than just 15 minutes, but did something just because it was what you wanted to do. I mean, even doing something like sitting there quietly or going outside and with a good book and just being out in nature and being quiet. It doesn't have to be that you go on a trip or go somewhere. Sometimes being in your own home, enjoying your home with just quiet. Everybody else leaves the house and you get to enjoy your home all by yourself. When's the last time you sat in your office, the door closed, and got things accomplished, or even got to sit there and make that list so you know what it was and plan your day so you know exactly what it was that you need to do? And let me tell you, that's why so many of us get up really early in the morning before anybody else gets up, just so we can do those things. But at work, things the things that suffer are things like your projects that were flowing, they start to feel frustrating and like an uphill battle because you're struggling to focus and struggling to be in the right mindset. You're thinking of other things, or your faculties aren't just what they used to be right now. It's not that you're losing it, but stress, that stress monster is taking over. How about your focus and your motivation? Is it nowhere to be found? What? Focus, motivation, where are you? And so mistakes happens when we no longer have that focus, when we no longer have that motivation, when we're struggling, when we feel that it's an uphill battle, and deadlines, they start getting missed. Does that sound like you at work? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening in your business? Are you forgetting to do things that you would normally have done? And it's like, oh, I can't believe I forgot that. It can happen so gradually that we don't even realize that that stress monster is digging its claws in because it was so subtle until one day, bam, we've hit an exhaustion break point. And you know what that feels like when when that one more straw, when you lose it for no reason, or you're just tired and the words that come out of your mouth is, I can't, I can't. And what that means is that encompasses everything you feel. I can't keep going on this way. I can't keep feeling this way. I can't do another thing. I can't take another person fussing at me. I can't. I just can't. I know what that feels like. I've seen it too many times. Like for the sake of security, we'll say Alicia. So like Alicia, who kept pushing herself to work harder and harder because she wanted to excel. She wanted to be successful. There were no boundaries, no self-care. She neglected all the warning signs until she woke up one day and she felt utterly depleted, like like she couldn't go on. She didn't even want to go out, get out of bed. Didn't want to go into work. Didn't want to cook breakfast. Didn't want to eat. That's what stress can do for you. Do with you. And my heart. My heart hurts so much seeing her so drained and defeated, wanting to help, but knowing that it's nothing that I myself could do, but be there to listen. But that stress monster, girl, it's a sly one. It can creep up so slowly and steadily until it brings even the most dedicated high achievers to their knees. That bathroom moment, that shower moment, that moment when you feel like you want to curl up in a ball because you have reached your limit. But not today. Not on my watch, not today. Time to send that monster packing. Are you ready? So here's the good news. The thing is, once you take charge of that stress, everything changes. And I'm not saying taking charge of stress is going to be an overnight success. Woohoo! Suddenly, though, you find that mental clarity that you were missing. It starts flowing again. Your creativity starts flowing. Projects feel manageable because you feel like you got your hand around it. You feel like you got the steps in front of you that all you got to do is keep one foot in front of the others and you can keep going. You start setting those healthy boundaries around your time and your energy. It's not just your time. You have to learn how to manage your energy as well. And breaks, uh, I'm taking a 15-minute break. I'm going outside and take a walk, whatever. They feel necessary. They are so important for your being able to manage and have the right response to the stressors in your life. And when worried thoughts start to creep in, you can catch and reframe them. And I've done this exercise before, but I want to take you through this exercise for work, specifically for your business or work. So let's say you're overwhelmed caring for the kids. Yeah, it always works back to your family and your work is interconnected. So now, say you're overwhelmed caring for the kids and your aging parents while handling a big project at work, and it has to get done. Life goes on. Who are you to stop it? The thought arises that there's no way I can do this all. I can't. I don't have the bandwidth. I'm going to drop the ball if I keep going at this pace, I can't keep doing that. But ask yourself, is this thought, is it completely true? And you know what? Often the answer is no, not completely. So what I want you to do is take that thought, stop it. Ask yourself the question, is that true? Is it completely true? Yes, there may be parts that there's truth to it, but is it your full story? And so I want you to reframe it and that phrase of there's no way I can do it all and say, hmm, I can ask my partner, or I can ask my kids for help. Or how about let me talk to my boss about an extension. How did that feel? All of a sudden, there was space that wasn't there before because you were allowing yourself to let go of some of the responsibility that you have put on yourself. Now, see how this reframing shifts and disempowers thoughts into an empowering one? It's not that you can't do something some more, but that I can do it with help. And this is a powerful, empowering exercise. And I want you to do it. And I want you to keep catching those anxious thoughts. I want you to question them. So, number one, catch them. Number two, I want you to question them. And then I want you to reframe them. 3 steps. 3 powerful steps. Your mindset goes from defeated to confident because you know with help, you know with asking those questions, asking your boss for an extension or asking for help. Do you know that by going through that exercise of doing that, you have opened up a space to breathe? This is a powerful way to turn things around. It's okay to say, I need help. It's okay to say, instead of saying, there is no way I can do this all, say things like, I can let go of perfectionism and focus on the process. Stop trying to be perfect. I know you want to make that project look astronomical, that nobody else can do it like you. But why don't we first start at just making sure it gets done? And then if we have time, go ahead and do the aesthetics of it. Make it even better. But the first order is to make sure we get it done. Things like tell yourself, instead of I can't do it all, I can give myself grace and remember that I'm doing the best I can. And I know you know that you're doing the best that you can. Tell yourself, I can take this one step at a time rather than getting overwhelmed by everything at once. You don't have to do everything at once. That's why I say it's not about balance per se, as we see balance even kill. It's about an ebb and flow. Sometimes that work project takes more time than that family project, or you have to ask family for more time or more help so that they can allow space at this time in your life to get that project done. Because once this project is done, it's time for reward. What is your reward to yourself? And what is your reward to your family for them helping you get through that period of taking care of your project? Tell me. How did that reframing help you? The key is shifting from a disempowering thought about being overwhelmed to an empowering thought focused on solutions, support, priorities, progress, and self-care. So, what can you do to start mastering stress and living that healthier, emotionally stable, reduced stress fulfilling life? Do things like implement a daily mindfulness or meditation. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. Do it at the start of your day. Or when things get overwhelming, hey, even at work, you say, I need 5 minutes. Even if it's going down the hallway to the bathroom and taking that 5 minutes or 3 minutes or however long that you need. But taking that, set those healthy boundaries around your work hours. Are you taking your work home and continually work when your family wants your time now? And I know that's hard. And I know there are times that will happen. But get them invested in it with you. Your time and energy are precious. They're a commodity that you cannot get back. Your health, once it's gone, you cannot get it back. Build a support squad, family, friends, but because we're talking about work, your co-workers, co-workers that you can trust and you can vent to and get encouragement from. Be mindful, be wise, but we all need cheerleaders. If stress is truly overwhelming, consider actually getting counseling or therapy. Again, it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. There are so many ways that you can de-stress, and I'm not going to go in through. I have a whole list of things that I wanted to go through, but I don't want to keep you here long today. You got work to do. And so with that said, managing stress is the key that unlocks professional success, creativity, and fulfillment. Managing stress mentally, physically, emotionally. Be compassionate, but committed to making self-care and emotional health a priority. You only have one mind. You only have one body. Take care of that amazing vessel that is you. Progress over perfection. How many times do I have to say that? It's those small steps that you use to take to build your resilience muscle. It's about building that muscle to move forward, to manage your stress and your stress responses. And guess what? For anyone, any of you who want additional extra support, join my upcoming workshop, No Time to Waste. I love the title because it's about feeling like we never have time to waste and having that time to waste, that space of time. And so this workshop helps you where we'll build your own stress and emotional management toolkit together, the one that's perfect for you. And let me see, how can I tell you? Here's where we go. Let me show this. Go ahead to workshops.mondaymastery.life and sign up. It's this month, the 23rd and the 24th. Only 90 minutes each evening. But those 90 minutes will be a game changer. And you don't even have to stay. It's 60 minutes of exercises and learning and implementing, and then 30 additional minutes of Q&A to answer any questions you may have about creating your own stress self-kit. And today I want to leave you with this thought. You have everything within you to transform stress from your kryptonite to your superpower. With small but mighty steps, you can rewrite your stress story to a success story and create a life of freedom, freedom to fly, to soar. I believe in you. And now I want you to believe in yourself. Until next time, take care. And I look forward to seeing you at the workshop. Bye-bye.